Our top 3 boats going through to the A final. And they're off and exploded off the start there. We've got the athletes in lane 5 from individual neutral athletes having a fantastic start. The rest will have to chase hard to catch her up. Andersson in 4, Jen, is putting on the pressure. What a fantastic start.
Yeah, absolutely. Melina Andersson was very strong yesterday in the heat, coming second to Ali Bull, who's now Ali Book, I should say. But Melina has had a fantastic season so far. She won double gold at the World Games this year in the short course and the long course. So she was only racing in China about 10 days ago. So it's been a really quick turnaround for her. She would have had to really focus on her recovery coming into these World Championships, trying to get over the jet lag. But as you can see, Melina in lane 4 is pulling through into the first position at the moment, followed by lane 5, Babashinka from AIN. And Pernille Knudsen doing a great race out in lane 2, also from Denmark. She'd be looking to pull through into one of those top 3 places to make the A final here. But as you can see, Melina is pulling out a strong lead. She showed how strong she was yesterday in the heat, and she wants to lead with dominance now in this semi-final.
Such an exciting way to look at our sport, isn't it, Jen, when we get the drone footage and we get all those different angles. But Andersson looking really in control, really calm, and that boat speed just seems to be getting more and more, even though we are in 1,000 meters, and she surely must be starting to feel it now. But this is where the training comes in. I think the race in China was 21 kilometers, so maybe this is just a bit of a warm-up for her, but she's looking very comfortable in the lead of this women's K1 1,000 meters semi-final. She looks to be set, but never ever expect that to stay the same in this sport. Things can change any minute. It's the individual neutral athlete Babashinska who is currently in 2nd, Kazakhstan in 3rd, and Denmark in 4th. But I would still say that things could change for those last 2 spots in the A final. But I think, Jen, Melina Andersson, she won't stop, she won't slow down. But I think she should be confident now of just making that boat cruise through to that A final.
Yeah, no, she's leading with dominance here. You can see her stroke is so efficient. She's able to propel the boat forward. She's rotating. She's her arms at a nice shoulder height. She's just makes it look effortless, really, to be honest. You can see the nose of her boat kicking out of the water there as she's going through into the final stages of this race. As you said, her endurance is fantastic. She raced 21K in China there at the World Games. She would normally race 26K is what the senior women's is at World Championships. So, 1,000 meters for her is probably, it seems short, but, you have to do so many kilometers to have that aerobic base for this 1,000-meter event, and then also to be able to have an anaerobic physiological capacity also, because you need to be able to sprint when the out of the starting blocks to put yourself in contention. But as you can see, she looks very relaxed there. She's breathing with ease. She's looking to win this, obviously, with a huge margin. I think maybe she might start to think about the final now in these last 100 meters, because she could be able to save some energy going through to the final over the next few days.
Yeah, they're coming down to the last few meters of this women's K1 1,000 meters. The athlete from individual neutral athlete Babashinska is closing the gap on Andersson from Sweden, but I think she's definitely in control, looking comfortable as she cruises through to that finish line. But Babashinska will be pleased with that delivery, knowing that she's got that extra push for the line. She takes 2nd, and in 3rd spot, it's the Italian, the home favourite, who will also join the others in the A final. The rest of the athletes will fight for it in the B final.
Yeah, the A final is going to be hotly contested, with Ali Book getting straight through from the heat yesterday in a time of 3:56, I think she did in the heat, which is seriously fast. So I think there's going to be a big race between Melina and Ali in the final, among so many other great, strong competitors also.
I think it's definitely one to mark your diaries for. Again, those athletes just phenomenal yesterday. Fischer, Chicos, Buck, and all of these athletes that have just got through from these semi-finals. It's certainly going to be one to watch over the weekend. But Sweden in 1st, neutral athletes in second, and Italy in third. We've got a short break now before we restart with some semi-finals in the C1 men 200 meters in about 5 minutes time. So Jen, they'll have to move the starters right from the 1,000 meters down to the 200. What's your favorite bit about the shorter races, the 200 meters? Not your event.